Incognito here on last. Make sure not to die up there, Scuttle. They have low health players here. They need to dish out more heals. But they have someone in water. Still fighting here. Picks on that soldier. The demo dies, but this player on last in water. And that's it. Very nice from Ryzen. Able to secure that from water while the team was forward fighting here. He creeps on the point with that pick they got. They didn't have enough players to focus their attention on both. Gotta see this mid here. So far, mids have been resounding victories. 490 hertz. See, they have a player going drop down on the demo here, but the demo was ready for it. That means they have forward space, though. Do they take that? Okay, Galumfer might get isolated here. But the soldier dies. It's even players now. But the demo was called low. Not able to secure that soldier pick early enough. And it's just 2 players you need to get out to last here. You might get flanked from big door. They don't know. They all went choke. No chasing is going to happen here. They're just going to set up on last. I predict an engineer from Scuttle. And yeah, I don't know. Co come up on Huntsman. Not the intention. Fuzzy lived, so it's going to be even on last here. This gun spot is interesting. It can only be seen really from shutter, and it's hard to see, but it doesn't do as much. I like it though. Oh, but he upgraded his gun at the wrong time. And that soldier is able to get a pick. Someone in water. Ryzen's screaming this right now. Ryzen's not healthy. They need to beam their fighting player. Give him an arrow. They saw him leave water, so just 5 players in river here. Not adequate watching going on in lobby. If they had some more spotting from Galumfer here, they might know that, and they could possibly get a good position here for attack. Again, nothing in lobby here. Someone could just walk through main and kill the sniper. He's completely alone. But they're not trying to take risks like that. They now know there's a sniper. He doesn't get anything with that first shot. And Fuzzy looks a little lost here. They clearly have someone watching him. He knows he's going to get peeked from river, and yet he's peeking it hard. Tax seems to have it under control, however. A bit of a SVS happening here. Co is being kept full buffed. Headshot that demo. That demo's so low, but no pick. Sniper gonna take a look here. Not a whole lot going on. Tax trying not to get picked by this sniper. He's probably gonna re-peek him. And he gets hit by a lot. Fuzzy should probably be tanking him a little harder here. They try and send a sack in here and have someone on point. Someone on point, but they don't shoot the player on point. He misses his rocket. And soldier on rain is a necessary component to this last. Anyone watching water, someone in secret, whatever. It is something they have, I guess, found out to be necessary. Now, they're not going to let that happen again, hopefully. And it's 2-2. A 4-0 on product for the first map. But that's not stopping them. They're going an aggressive their side mid. We're just going to try and parry them here. The demo dies early. Yeah, it's just a disaster on them. Their med demo die. They don't trap them off enough. They don't get enough damage. And these 2 players should do their very best to live. They will do that. Engineer should be good here. Co is actually banned off of Engineer, so Scuttle's going to come up, NG. He's going to use a cubby gun spot. They're not very aggressive in lobby. This could be an opportunity for Tax to set up aggressive traps, but instead he is doing nothing. Point trap he thinks is good, but you want those stickies to spam. Just have someone watching it. Ryzen is not doing very much as is. Those upper directs are not going to result in kills. You should be watching the point. Okay, that does traps. And again, no one watching the point. There should be a heavy in here. The gun should see point. Whatever. You do not want players to get away with this. This trap was not good enough. It was only 2 stickies. You need more stickies. Alright. Let's have a little team talk.
Bomb. But
What's up, friend?
I've been watching. Are you guys playing yet?
no.
Did you watch our goalie?
Yeah, you guys need to have a soldier watching point, maybe on rain. Maybe you can have your co going heavy and playing in secret. Just anything where you have the point being watched, since what they like to do is they like to send some pressure, either an Uber or a sack, and then they just get a scout on point. And if you have like a heavy in secret with the Tomislav, they don't even need to know he's there. He doesn't need to be buffed or anything. He can just peek if you notice the point is almost done capping and just kill the player on the point and then play the post Uber. It can be very strong.
I can play the ring then.
Finn, what am I doing wrong?
I've noticed you don't always seem to know when your team is going to leave. Like, you're playing very passive at some points, like your med and combo squad are playing like in shutter for some reason, leaving second, and you are getting caught in. When in reality, most of you should be on height there, if not all of you. If you're playing to leave, rotating up to river is just a good play. It allows you to refight easier. I mean, it allows you to refight at all because you won't be trapped off in shutter. And it's an easier place to leave.
It's weird. I was doing so fucking good on product.
Whatever.
Yeah, you guys were doing fine. You were probably the better team overall. Just you had some mistakes on lasts.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys figure out how the mids are. The demo seemed relatively prepared for the drop down play. I don't know how often you're doing it. I wasn't paying that much attention to mids. But I would say just either fake drop down or don't go drop down. Yeah, we'll see. For at least the next mid. Because the demo's playing very passive and choke. And what that means, if he does go drop down, if Ryzen does go drop down again, which isn't completely unadvisable, like, you guys need to take a little bit of space off of that. And use the space of them all 5 going back. Just in general, yeah, the space on mid, you're getting a lot of it when you play your side. And it's not being utilized quite as much.
Okay. Alright. We ready then?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay, cannot be in the VC while watching this. We're going to have a little delay here. I probably didn't properly diagnose it fully. I was commentating, but I wasn't paying the most attention in the world. So 3-2 at the half. It's concerning for 90 Hertz, one of the best teams in the division right now. Being beaten by an underdog team on Gully. It's not the map they wanted, and there's another map after this if they do lose, but they're putting up much more of a fight than the blue team did on product. I'm going to actually check what the name of the team that they're playing against is, because that is something I should know if I'm going to be doing this epic commentary. They're playing That's That. I believe that's yes. I'm going to call them TT. You can see the delay there from STB, exactly how long that is. So, going to their side mid. Sending early bombs. That was a fade, clearly. Doesn't commit to the soldier under. I wonder what Galumfer is going to try and do here. He's kind of just sitting there, but he's counterbombing his own side. Doesn't find a single point of damage. The medic is 20 health. Scout sacked onto him along with the Ryzen, but did not secure the med pick. It's going to be even on last here. Refight in second looks like it's not going to happen. They did a good job of getting the river there. Cubby sentry again. Okay, this heavy, which I recommended in secret. Trying not to be seen. Just watching the point. A bit of a boring job. Probably not going to sustain that buff for long. He needs to not be seen by these players. And he is doing a good job of that. Hiding his minigun. Okay. Does secure a pick there. That's a sack. No one in water. Coming forward. Is he going to go sniper here? Yeah. So he's looking to have his team pressure off that pick just a little. Maybe see if he can find something on sniper. But this is where people need to peek. And clearly they're playing this a little more passive than he wants them to. He's definitely not going to find anything unless they get impatient. Might find a scout in lobby. Hits the body shot, but it's not enough. That scout is buffed. He thanks the stars for that buff. Gonna get to know my keybinds a little here. Scout 1, Scout 2. Okay. Okay, that's a soldier sending a sack in. There's someone in water, as I predicted. This sniper is not gonna cut it. But he does find that pick. That's 2 picks here. They do need to pressure off this. That's going to mean a lot of passiveness in lobby. Those traps are still up. They're not going to go river, though. They're going in lobby, trying to cut them off completely. This is so aggressive, and that's not what you want to do, exiting shutter there. There's traps there. Tax is also going to die. That's disaster. Full disad. Med and demo dead. I would go as fast as possible. 4 TT here. They know exactly where that gun is, too. The heavy showing himself mid-Uber instead of waiting for after. And it's not going to be it. That's another round for that's that. Locking out of shutter there is not a good play. There's a reason why river is king. And you can't do anything but pressure there. Having your demo sit here is already very aggressive. You want people going up river. You want people supporting you. But they didn't have any of that. They didn't have anyone baby, anyone river. And it resulted in alone players dying out here. Everyone who committed died because not enough people committed. They're sending a drop-down play from the side of blue here. That's that on Tax. Tax is low. Fuzzy's not going to peek. And that soldier has no idea how to play for the medic. And it's going to result in Fuzzy living yet another mid. And Neil living another mid as well on less than 20 HP. This is heartbreaking for 90 Hertz. Making their way up to river. They're looking to really fight this, and this is possible. Tax is aggressive, but he drops down, and that's gonna get him killed. That's a feed. Oh no. Oh no. His team baits him completely. Ko drops down as well. That is one of the worst plays I've seen in recent memory. I can't quite understand why someone would do that. The high ground is king for a reason, and they immediately give it up. But this Uber stuffing is great. The medic is not in. The demo dies mid-Uber. Can he get this scout pick? Tax is still pretty healthy. He needs to shoot point, though. You need to have sticks on point here. Kill this soldier right now. Yes, the medic is leaving through water. Recommitting for no reason. He very easily could have gotten out, but there's no chance now. Galumfer gonna clean up that kill. Bombing point here. Unfortunate that Tax dies, but the med is dead. It's going to be large ad here. That's merely a consolation prize for them, as They're not going to be able to hold anything but going for the back cap here. Fighting someone. 2 shots, 1. Not healthy enough to fake a fight with Co here, but 2 scouts find them on last. And that's it. They were not coordinated. They did not wait for their all-important demo man before trying to push out, and that means they get back capped. Yeah, that's it. The win limit not properly done. Tax another mistake. Yikes. I'm just talking to Fuzzy right now. He was questioning there. He's the red medic. Should I have followed my players onto the low ground, he's asking. Because his players baited him, and I honestly, that was one of the worst plays. Alright. So we're on Snakewater here for map 3. This is the final map of the series. A loss here would be heartbreaking. Yeah, you need to stop and think a little. There are plenty of situations where you just didn't play good positions. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know, Tax, what you were doing wrong, so I'm not gonna harp on it too much. But
I also don't know what to do mid. Like, I know the positionings, but for some reason, like, I don't know, it's just a weird, shitty mid where you're just stuck on like one side and you can't really ever rotate or do anything interesting. So I don't know.
You can, if anyone drops down, you can try and fight them with your soldier who's usually under. I mean, you know how to play Snakewater mid, I think, so.
Snakewater mid, yeah, I get up on top and then I fucking deny bombers if they bomb. And if my soldiers double bomb, I fucking run in and I start shooting shit.
If that's the call.
Yes.
It hopefully will be made clear whether or not you are committing on the double bomb. If you aren't, just a little bit of pressure. And if you think you can get a pick, go ahead, but you're not playing to die.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you guys, it was some tilt at the end. You weren't coordinated. A lot of the times your combo was doing things. Like, you would have a advantage to pressure off of, and then most people would stay back. It needs to be, like, fluid as a team. So make sure you're doing that here. Make sure everyone knows where everyone is. If you see your combo disappear, anyone who's not in the combo, say, like, what are they doing? Should I be with them?
I stopped
Ask.
calling. Oh my god, I stopped calling. That's what it was. I wasn't calling as much.
Yeah, you guys should win Snake. That felt like you guys had no idea how to play Gully. From what I've seen, you guys are good on Snake.
I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, me too. But I'm also gonna be calling more because I wasn't calling. I'm gonna be calling like damage and like pressure and all that now.
All right, good luck, guys. I don't think there's anything more.
Love you.
Good job living on mids, Fuzzy, by the way.
Yeah.
average tax play going on there. Alright. Bathroom break might be happening right now, so I'm just going to talk a little. I already talked to them, but they are not good at Gully Wash. They do not play it properly. Snake, they are playing properly. They are actively playing Snake better in all of those scrims. I think, honestly, my money is on 90 Hertz here, even though we saw a pretty dominant performance from That's That. It doesn't matter in the end if they cannot close it out here. 4-0 on product, may I remind you. The performance was more dominant by 90 Hertz on their first map than that 5-2 was for Gully Wash. They also fell apart there, as you can see. Tax is prone to getting angry. It's one of his biggest downfalls, is the fact that he has a main caller. The main caller for 90 Hertz gets angry, makes bad plays, and doesn't play with his team. And as a combo member and main caller, that's some of the worst things you can do to your team. And so Tax was likely the reason they lost that, but he knows what he was doing wrong, and I think he will be better. It's a mental reset, changing maps like this. It's why playoffs is so loved. You can really, it's much more exciting. As you can see, rubber random crit binds coming out, and they are rubbed. They are live. On this mid, I'm hoping to see a double bomb, whichever team it is. I know that the Scuttle likes to play up here, Ko likes to play here, and if they do double bomb, Scuttle is very aggressive. It's a very good formula that results in getting the met if they all commit and know what they're doing, but I'm not sure they do. Tax is playing on the left side here. He likes to do this. He used a lot of spam initially, so does Fuzzy. Fuzzy is low. He needs to get a pack immediately or else he's dead. He is dead. He did not get a pack. He didn't focus on his health there, I don't think. And also was healing Tax with the damage he took early. Tax trying to live here. I think he needs to trap himself off. He's gonna get flanked by a scout here. That scout shows their hand early and knows they won't be able to win a fight if any spawners come in. So they back off. It's going to be full disat on last here for 90 Hertz. Taking this lower to lobby. Soldier in lobby, he might be sacking. No, just a little bit of an aggressive position. Not confident enough to go for that sack. Very unfortunate. That would have been juicy. So this scout seemed ready for it. They're Ubered into the left side. That's that. Gonna find this heavy early because he's right in front of the Uber. He needs to not be doing that. Walking into sticks on point too. This is looking grim. And that's round 1 for That's That. Alright. You can feel the nerves on the side of 90 Hertz. They are not going to fix their problems unless they know what they are. Gonna need to have a talk with them at halftime, but hopefully less damage eaten early this mid. Try not to try not to die. Okay, Fuzzy gets a pack this time, but gets bombed. That soldier doesn't die. Fuzzy's going to die here, but his team needs to capitalize on the aggressive. Ko trying to, but not finding anything. They need to kill the soldier in lobby right now. There it is, in Saw, rather. Alright, they find picks, but their med dies. That's another very bad situation for them. Maybe a sack here on the med. That's their only hope to not lose this round. Alright, I believe we see another That's That round. They don't have enough time. Spy on last. No, don't do this. Alright, Spy on last coming out. This is a desperation play. Let's see. Let's see. He misses the stab. He's going to try and live, however. He doesn't have anyone lower, but he does live. Okay. He just had a stab at it, but they're in, and he's not up as heavy or anything. That's just a lot of early cap time, and they need to stay on the point this whole time. Tax has been the one who's opted to do it, but the heavy might be massive here. Unable to find picks. Okay, that spy is questionable, and they need to have a heavy there. Heavy NG something. If you think you have enough time to go for a spy play, and NG is just objectively the better play. Especially since Ko cannot fill in for Scuttle, as I remind you. Ko is banned off of Engineer. For some strange reason, they can ban Engineer. Tax eating a pipe early. Nice arrow though from Fuzzy. They're bombing the med here. Not a... Okay. Ko with very nice aggression. Get your med out immediately. Oh, Fuzzy's not gonna live. Ko didn't leave the same door as Fuzzy did. Not protecting him adequately. And Fuzzy needs to be out immediately as soon as that med dies. He needs to recognize the mid is lost. They don't have enough space. Scuttle, I'm not sure what Scuttle was dying to, but it's not a justified death. Been an early gun up here, but I'm not sure there's enough time to get this to level 3. Grabbing that nice ammo pack. Holding close here, trying to maybe find an early pick. But no one will feed. Soldier hiding in lower. Trying to see if Ryzen's going to go for the aggressive play he did earlier. But not finding that. No one watching the left here. If they just want to walk through left, they can. They don't even have to use nothing to force them. They could get that gun and get on point without any pressure. This is bad. But they're going lower. The demo walking up into lobby. They're med beaming their soldier lower. They're trying to get the gun is what they're doing. As there's an ammo pack there. Not going to get the gun. Need to make sure you're not bleeding any players here. Ryzen's a little low and lower. That's the only concern. Maybe a spy play, sniper play. Something to break this. From the side of that's that. Another double soldier lower. Maybe trying to do the same exact thing. Yes. Trying to spam the gun. And for some reason watching lower was too good for Ryzen, as they're just going to let the gun die. He was watching left instead. Oh, very unfortunate. And they're sending the sack now. High, but a little too high. I'm not sure if he got hit with a rocket or sticked, but he went flying into this wall and just penciled down. Alright, this gun is fairly aggressive. It's going to take a while to get up because of its forward position. They send a sack now. Didn't get a thing. And they have a spy. You will see this spy. We're just rolling out now. That's going to give the gun enough time to be fully built. Yeah, Ryzen should not let a single soldier peek like that. He's moving the gun to the other spot. There's a spy here. Do not let your med get dropped. And they don't. Fuzzy recognizes the spy as an experienced Highlander player. One of the best players to recognize that spy, but what are they doing? What are they doing? Walking in solo Uber on tax, you need to get near a doorway, Fuzzy. And Fuzzy might be trapped off here. No, he backs up early enough, but they're getting used into. Ko apparently thinking he can fight invincible players. Very aggressive. He needs to get back with his medic here. And now he's gonna die. That's very unfortunate. They bleed players. It's just a dry fight here, but they have a gun on their side. That gun will be of great use. The demo dies! The gun gets the demo, and they need to call that off. If another pick... Okay, they aren't able to get another pick, but this is still a dangerous situation. They're down a demo and a soldier. Not enough stuffing, and Tax is alone! Pushing again! What is he doing? He needs to make sure his team is in lobby with him. Anyone, upper, anyone. No, they're all trying to shove the same door. Just a little bit of spam and upper. And Fuzzy gets left out to dry and lower. 6 HP. Nobody cleans up on him, but that's almost a complete disaster. Slight disad here. Somehow. They should have slight ad, so I doubt that they'll be taking this, but they do. Fuzzy still does not have. And needs to use as soon as he gets. Save the player here. Save your player. Do not let Ryzen die. Ryzen doesn't need it. He avoids damage, and that's 4 picks, including the med pick. They need to make sure their medic lives getting out here. Make sure you are watching for any backcappers, or keep someone back. They're just keeping the gun back. Oh, and a crits NG. Okay, that's very good. Now there's just a scout behind. What is he going to do here? Is he going to try and back up second or just get out? He's just trying to get out lower. No? He's staying behind. He's leaving his team out to try on mid here. They're taking this on middle, but he might get onto the med here if he plays this right. He does! And the med is going to die! Oh no. Okay, even players here, but one side has a med, one does not. They might refight this here. Trying to get the cap here is a good play, but you need to be wary. No one calls the soldier upper for Skell, and they're not going to receive those forward spawns. No scouts as well. You are giving this up. Tax is alone here. Without a scout, he's not going to be able to do very much. But he does have a player to roll out with. It's 55 disad. And yeah, you need to play this passive on bats. Do not let your med get caught out here. This is not looking good for 90 Hertz, but they are a strong team. As you can see, Ryzen trying to make something happen. Commits far too early. All he sees is a scout rather than the medic like he would want to, but he's going for the garden! He forces the med with the garden! Tell me Fuzzy's out. Fuzzy is out. That is fantastic. They need to get back here. Do not feed anyone else. If anyone else dies here, they have all 5 people in the same area. Trying to get too aggressive too early. Tax. They're going to have to force on Tax. They need to get something with this Uber. You cannot let people stay alive here. Save your scout. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. They let people get behind. They had no one on last. They were far too aggressive. All 5 of them went in the same doorway, and I'm going to need to talk to them. You can take a look at that scoreboard.
Hi.
Hi. You all 5 went very aggressive very early through the same door, and they just walked through. And again, you all 5 went the same door, so you have a lot of time on those situations. You have a lot of time, and you're not taking that time here.
So when are you saying we're all going through the same door?
Right at the very end there, end of that half, you guys, you had full ad, and you just didn't take it through the same door.
We did take it through the same door.
Or yeah, you all went through the same door, and you also didn't clear the players in lobby adequately enough. Like, you didn't clear ankles, or someone just hiding right behind you almost got Tax killed. Yeah, again, it's still a little bit of that, like, you need to make sure your team is with you, Tax. But these mids need work. Like, I'm noticing your bombs are often not coordinated. Like, one player's bombing, and then like 2 seconds later, people are committing. Skull's already dead by that point. It's not really a double bomb if it's happening not at the same time. You don't even all need to die. It can just be a single bomb where one is fading. There's just pressure from the scouts and stuff. But if their med dies and you are down to combat classes, ever, like, it's very easy to look at the top of the scoreboard. If you're dead or alive, you can do this for your team. See, do we have less combat classes? And is our med alive over theirs? You should just get out, because you are going to lose the fight because you have less combat classes, but you're going to win the round because you have ad. And if you haven't gotten their med and you're down combat classes, you should definitely consider just sacking for their med if you have the health to do that. And if you are up combat classes and their med is dead, expect a sack. It's like, it goes the other way around completely, where you have to expect what you want to do. And have I made it clear what you want to do on mids?
Yeah.
yeah, there are some situations where you did get the med, even though the bomb wasn't very coordinated, and then you didn't get your med out. Yeah, you can't, Fuzzy, you can't hang around in the door of Saw. It's not one of those doors you can do that on. You only go towards that wooden area in front of Saw if you are leaving or walking in. Like, that is not an area you just stand. If you are going to stand on mid, you're going to walk forward a little left and play the surf to
Yeah.
cat or lower.
Yeah, I was asking. I was telling Jax I was gonna play there on the left.
And you just gotta bait. If you are forced to back up to that saw area, like you're
Actually,
plane to
what I
leave,
was-
you just need to hold S. Like, you cannot stay there for
yes,
another
yes.
second.
What I was considering doing is just playing like left side and leaving lower instead of trying to play to leave saw. What do you guys thoughts on that?
Yeah, Ko tried to leave lower sometimes, and that wasn't very good for you guys. So there just needs to be a coordinated decision. I'm not sure if Ko's here right now, but okay. So yeah, you just need to try and leave the same place as your med, protect your med, especially if you're the only scout alive. What I was talking about was mids, where you got their med or something, but you're
Wait.
down combat classes.
Oh, is your W key completely broken?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like you can't.
Like no, I switched my binds to TFGH, which is fine. But I mean, like, it's just kind of awkward now.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be a problem. It's just a like minor nuisance.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly that I should probably listen more. Or ask when my meds in the lead.
I am leaving lower. Basically. Every time
Okay. What that means is you need to back up very quickly with that scout. You cannot be caught in yard. They're going to cut you off. You don't leave lower for a reason. It's fine in AM, but you do need to just hold.
now. Oh yeah, so
W.
you're saying I need to like get to the point and like the second point and then up to.
No, you need to get onto bats, not to the point. You just need to get straight to
so but
bats.
that's the direction I am heading.
Yeah.
It's 2 point and then 2 bats.
Yeah,
yes.
or up the stairs, whatever. Just as long as you're getting there quickly with a
Yes.
scout. If your scout is not leaving lower with you, it's Jover.
Okay.
No spy on last. I never want to see that.
Yeah, that was.
It's fine. People make that mistake, but it's I guess something you should know. No more.
I didn't think we had time for that.
If you think you have time for spy, you have time for a gun. If you don't think you have time for a gun, you don't have time for spy, and you should just go heavy.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think you had time for a gun either, but you kind of did, and I would have just gone heavy either way. Yeah, just I think that's a lot of the issues. You guys didn't really get mid ever, so I didn't get to see that. You guys, you're kind of crumbling a little. You're not playing how you normally do, but I think you should get, like, you should have this. You should just.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I just don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm playing mids like normal and just shit's going.
Yeah, your soldiers
Weird.
aren't very coordinated on mids.
Yeah, we just need.
Why don't we
better
set up a
bombs.
time for us to bomb instead of just saying we're gonna double bomb?
That's how you double bomb. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's do that. What time we bomb? We double bombing then.
37.
37. We'll double bomb. Okay.
Yeah. When, I mean, you want to do it depending on the rollouts too. It's up to your soldiers on the mid. Push it out of last. You guys just need to clear stuff. They like to have a scout drop down. Secret knowledge here. They like to. Yeah, they like to back up. They love doing that. They did it to you multiple times on Gully. They're gonna try and do it on Snake. Those people are kind of free picks, especially if you have multiple people clearing spaces. Someone clear lower, someone clear drop down and lobby, and you guys are good to go. Like, it's a very easy map to clear on, but I've noticed you guys. You gotta fill in that role. If you're like a soldier, like, it's not worth having a pocket soldier as much as it is worth having someone clear. And if there's no one back and you're not clearing, just stay back. Like, think about the game.
I'll clear it.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You've had a very good look at the scoreboard. So I summed up what I thought a lot of the issues were. I'm not very good at this whole telling them what to do thing, as I'm not taking notes, but I do think I got most of the issues. Alright, we're probably gonna see them erupt very soon. Alright. Here we go on this mid. We're going to see a double bomb from the side of 90 Hertz. They're hopefully going to be more coordinated this time. That was the tip I gave them. Fuzzy is going to play to leave lower more, so no more leaving Saw. Buffing the soldier top left as you're doing a double bomb, and they're going. Scuttle's being very aggressive here, as you can see. They get the med, they get a scout, and they let their med die. Scuttle does not back up quite enough. They're unfortunate, but it's fine because they won the mid anyway. That's big for them. They have not been winning mids. They need to have someone with their med ready spawns. I really hope this soldier. Let's do a little thing. Oh wait, soldier plays with Market Gardener this one, so they have a scout going back. But normally you'd want just an escape plan building soldier. Apparently Ryzen thought he was too good for forward spawns. Or just want to play with his team. As they all did. Alright. Fuzzy gonna line himself up with this wall. Has to not get sniped. But there is no sniper, they're getting a gun up here. It's even. So I expected to see a sniper. But maybe the teams just haven't realized how the game state is right now, so I will be waiting for this. So there's wandering around in lobby. You'd want to spam the gun here on the side of 90 Hertz, and on the side of that's that, you want to get the sniper peeking. They know they have a sniper now. Tax re-peeking him, baiting him into shooting over and over. But now he has a charged shot. Nobody can peek him. He gets wider and wider. Tax peeks him and might die here, but gets very lucky with that. It's hardly not peeking that sideline. Soldier trying to create some pressure top right. Soldier trying to do some solo spamming of last from. Okay, double spamming the gun here. And as you can see, that's what should happen. Your soldier should be there. The med didn't come with the soldiers. Okay, another player dies. Tax hedging his bets here, making sure he's not getting sniped, but I do want to spam this gun. I hope to see if they do try and double spam that gun again, that they're going to bring a med. The other soldier's here now. Ryzen might try and call this. Or they might just try and do a reset here. But they're trying hard for a pick on the right side. Galumfer is not going to get anything. They're letting this demo peek so far. There's not even a sniper watching that. Is there? I'm failing to see what this sniper is playing. And he switched off, that's why. They use in on the right, just used right in. Are they going to find picks? Yeah, Fuzzy needs to make sure he can... Oh, no. Okay, now the goal is no longer to win this last. This goal is to stay alive and defend the second. Make sure they cannot... in the next 30 seconds, the clock at the top is broken, but in all likelihood, they will be getting on point here. And with... Oh, the Neil died. I didn't even notice. Terrible commentating. Okay, they're fine giving that up then, as it's not going to be dis-ad. In fact, it's going to be quite the opposite. It is ad for the side of 90 Hertz here. Good ad, in fact. Going to be 40. They're going to be able to use this. Tax is still dead, though. They might try and create big pressure off this. Going saw, but not very fast. Pressure will be minimal as Tax is arriving now. No traps on doors. They're going to try and maybe send a sack here. And it will end up being a sack, but not one that's good for anything. Because I think that soldier will die without doing very much damage. But no, instead they isolate a pick top left. And despite having ad here, they're going to have to leave. Both scouts feed there. And they're not coordinated. Tax was very passive there. And now he's playing very aggressively. Like, wow. This is some sloppy play. Tax wants to repeak this and take an ad Uber. But there's no scout. What is this Uber? You're not going to get anything with this without a scout. And look, all these players would be cleaned up. But no, instead they take an Uber without a scout. Not very good. You want to make sure this med does not get here. Kill them now! The med forces. Do not fight an invincible player. Ko, get out if you can. Ko gonna have to take a 1v1. Even with a demo on his side, he loses that. Unfortunate, he didn't back up quite quickly enough when his opportunity came, and they're going to be down a scout here. Nothing to work off of except for 25 ad, which I doubt they will take, given that that's a reuse ad. Tax dies back up immediately. This is another situation. You're down combat classes. They're going to try and cut you off from saw. This ad has dwindled as well. A nice attempt on the bomb, but that's a feed. And Scuttle trying to get the demo as well, but not being able to find it. Ko was on low ground, dies again. And this is looking pretty grim for 90 Hertz. A comeback here will be necessary. Pushing the last is dead even. They're down a player, 90 Hertz. Fuzzy, great job not using there, being able to dodge the soldier without even looking at him, and he dies. And Ko finding a pick in lobby. Do not get caught here, Tax. They're going to last. Once again. They used in the last. This is a cap on second situation, but instead they're going back. Ko is still on second. His team is baiting him. And this is so discoordinated. But he's going to catch the med out here. He sees the med trying to leave. Med surfs to lower. Fantastic play by Neil. As Fuzzy is left out to dry by his medic here. Or scout, rather. And being able to sneak by TT. Okay, there's a soldier behind on just 55 HP. Going unnoticed for the time being. And there's still 2 people on last when they're trying to push mid. This is so sloppy. These 2 players, I don't know what they're worried about. Last is long gone. You need to get off of last, Ryzen. He needs to just grab a pack and go. Or, yeah, I guess he could forward spawn. But I don't think they realize how far behind their players are. Tax once again getting way too aggressive. And barely living. Tax does this far too much. But he finds a pick. And that pick is something they think they can work off of here, along with their slight ad. They're gonna get forced here. And he saves his... Ooh, ownage. This might be the first round on the board for 90 Hz. Clear this soldier! The soldier in lobby. Great stuff from Galumper getting the trade. And that's just going to mean a win. If they can kill the soldier in time. Yes, a round win for 90 Hz. Exciting stuff. We haven't seen one of these since early in the Gully Wash match. And could this be the start of a legendary comeback? It's 3-1 in the total score right now. First half with 3-0 to TT. And now it's 3-1. With plenty of time on the clock. This could go the distance. I'm not sure what this halves system is. I thought there was a Banny config, but maybe there's not. Little high bombing onto your med. Fuzzy escapes with 0 damage taken. His scout protecting him still. Great play. They just need to watch out for this last demo. Tax dying here is a good outcome, but he doesn't. In fact, all of the 4 players lived that. They played that brilliantly, picking their targets well. And the blue side uncoordinated in that collapse. The scout coming in way after and shooting the wrong target. The soldier going in too early. Discoordinated. Do not feat here. Scuttle has been left to cap. And you only have 3 players in lobby. You're gonna be a sniper if they're smart, but they're not. Might want to find that early force with the sniper, but no. Instead, they use without a scout near them. And do not focus the heavy. And this is gonna be a problem for them in the post. This heavy needs to die yesterday. And so poorly played. Fuzzy's unlikely to live here if they can get their jumps right. Yeah, and getting cut off from Saw. Not able to live, and that's massive disad. Could be up to 30, but the med has no one to heal, so never mind. That's probably going to be 20 adder, so not something they're going to take. Yeah, spent 14 seconds after spawning before healing. 14 seconds could be 35. They could have 60 ad right now. And instead it's going to be 20. Because they're building right off of the bat. Soldier, yeah, if you don't get that soldier, you need to get out. No bleeding players. Scuttle going for something. But it's... No! No! What are you doing? His team is not with him. He goes 10 seconds after the soldier goes. Very unfortunate, and I'm not sure what Ryzen is looking for here. This is not going to work. Teams do not walk in lower as such. As I say this, a team is going to walk in lower as such. And Ryzen does this. He hides in a good spot, and then right at the last moment he decides, you know what, I probably shouldn't go for that, and he lives, but his plays are not what you want them to be. Yeah, no chance Fuzzy dies there. But they're all resubbing here. So much space. And they're all in spawn here. They need to rotate now. No one being able to shoot point. An Uber coming out here. This looks like it's going to be a successful defense. And you need to chase this. But no chasing happening. They're going to clean up this soldier on last. Tax is the most aggressive player. Once again, he needs a scout forward. You saw them all leave. You don't need to leave someone back. But they are doing it anyway. Their demo's dead. You don't need to stack this cap necessarily, but... Yeah. Okay, Spy in lobby here. I'm not sure what the Spy is playing for since the last point is not available to cap. Okay, gonna be going for something on the mid here, but he's just abandoning his team. No scouts with Fuzzy. They don't even know he's died. They have no idea that there's a spy, there's a scout behind anything. Fuzzy either not communicating this well enough. You're not going to outcap this. You need to get back. Uh-oh. You cannot stay on mid-tier tax. Alright, they need to get back immediately. Fuzzy on Pyro? Fuzzy, I guess, to sign the Pyros to play, even though it wouldn't have been massive disad. They don't know he was on Pyro, however, so they just think it's going to be even. They're trying to build it out though. I'd want to see the same from 90 Hertz, and they are doing that. Perfect. So what you expect here is soldiers going lower and spamming this with the medic, and you see these two soldiers grouping up. But they're not going to do anything just yet. Just thinking out a plan here, and they are going to walk both soldiers into lower. One person close, trying to stuff them as much as he can. And there needs to be more Wow! And Scuttle is nowhere to be found. Not near his gun, not anywhere. Coming up on heavy. Lost their Uber advantage of 13 seconds that they did not know they had. Just sending a double sack here with the demo. I don't think they meant to sack the demo, and Taskbot gets caught in. And they take an Uber here. Attacks way too aggressive. Going to die here. What is he doing? He's not paying attention to where his medic is. He needs to stay behind his scout, and instead he's walked forward, charged head first into the opposition. Pick here on the soldier. Yes, you need to back up now. Do not die, Ko. Get heals from your medic. You have a medic for a reason. Go to your medic. And instead he decides to die. Good arrows on this heavy to keep him alive is going to save this last. And Tax has randomly piped the medic and killed him. This is massive ad now. Do not speed up. I've called that somebody likes to go drop down to them. And they have no idea. They did not clear it. 2 people going to last. Skull winning his DM. Ko winning his. But they're Fuzzy's left out. Why is Ko on last and not pushing forward? What is this spot? Ko knows, and it's gonna kill him. Good stuff from Ko today. Okay. Need to make sure you're going fast here, Fuzzy. This is a fast play. You want to take this without using optimally, but they might just try and use it in. I know that this team has a thing for that. They might just bomb the demos. Getting bombed by a soldier here. Getting forced. I know Fuzzy would never drop that, but yeah, they lose their ad. Leapfrog situation. They don't get out of that door, and I don't know why they group up there. They get seen. Players see them, and then instead of just walking right through, you group up in that door, get bombed, lose your med and your demo when you do walk out because you're standing over here instead of back here on a leapfrog situation. This is a comedy of errors from 90 Hertz. And Ryzen once again deciding at the last moment, I'm actually not going to go for that. It may be wise, but it looks a little goofy. Scuttle not feeding here either, hopefully. Though, baiting them a little bit, seeing if he can get anything. I'd want him to come up NG a little earlier, but he's going to come up NG now, probably. Or just stand and spawn a scout, and then type something. And then go back into spawn a scout, and stare at a wall, and come up sniper. Ooh, we haven't seen this very much. Full disad, he's walking forward with the sniper. It's going to get caught out if they use in. And let's watch this happen. Oh, he snipes the demo instead. They did not have the beam on the demo, resulting in a quick and easy frag. Gonna switch back to scout here, and that's big. You need to... Yes! Yes! Okay, big picks here. Do not die, Scuttle. Scuttle dies. There's a massive fat heavy on the point, and he decides he needs to sack for it as well. What a shame. A scout with Fuzzy would be so nice here, but it's not necessary. All that's at life is your med's life. All that's at stake, rather. You need to see them pushing off of this advantage as soon as possible. They have a sniper here. I wonder where the sniper is going. Okay, watching an angle. Clearly has his eyes on lower here. And they walk out cat. That beam has been spotted. They know there's a sniper, but they need to get out. Where are their soldiers? The soldier is going to hesitate in the doorway and then get in eventually. Their med is somewhere. He's in saw. Misses an arrow. Let's see if he misses. No, he hits that arrow. Great stuff. Okay. They still had ad, but instead they were just sitting on the point to deny a soldier. Big stuff. Their ad has dwindled completely. A 40-second full Uber advantage. And they're gonna take it anyway. They think it's still ad. And let's not have Tax die here. Let's not have anyone die here, in fact. You have picks. Do not die here, Galumfer. Do not die here, Co. Oh, trying to get the med even though that's totally not necessary. You can kill that medic. You can. Yes! Yes! Big, massive play from Ryzen. Getting the demo and the med. And this looks like it's going to be another round for them. Massive, massive stuff from 90 Hertz here. 3, 2, 10 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure how this works. If it goes to first to 4 or if it just ends, or I don't know what happens after this half, but this is getting exciting. 10 minutes for this round to happen. I'll assume that it will just end for the sake of excitement. Tax taking a lot of early damage here as Med needs to notice that. Getting bombed here. The bomb is not very successful, but they need to kill the soldier now. They know there's a soldier behind you. You need to walk forward. Yes, Fuzzy walks forward. Perfect aggression. And then walks backward here. You need to heal your demo right now. Parry the scout. And scout needs to get with your med right now. Yes. Oh, no. Losing that DM, but that's going to be fine. You need to arrow here. Yes. Perfectly played. A little bit of a misposition from the scout. Not sticking with his med. He needs to wait for the players to come to him. Pushes up a little too far, but overall, good stuff. Just a little too aggressive. Med Fuzzy's not quite confident enough with the arrows to secure very good ones like that. That would save Scuttle's life. And it's even here, but a 1 mid. 3 mids in a row, I believe, that have been won. And it's looking like it's being turned around. You have just lost a player. No more. I'm not going to be doing any more of that player losing stuff. There's a solo on Tax. You need to be ready to protect your med here. Yeah, and they are. Perfect. Stick there. They don't care. That was another great push. Just playing that perfectly. And this is with the power of 90 Hertz. And they're on last immediately. It's just another round. And 3-3. Unbelievable. This is becoming a fantastic comeback. 3-3 here. They're getting excited. You know for a fact that TT is getting quite nervous. Who will come out on top? Excitement and nerves have generally the same effect here. Are we going to be able to do this? Will we be able to win? And are we getting comebacked on? What are we doing wrong? What changed? But I feel like it's more 90 Hertz doing right than TT doing wrong, though they are feeding single players in pushes. Scuttle looking for a pick top left. Nothing happening so far. Tax low. Getting bombed. He's probably going to die here. Yeah. He is not near enough to his med, who's playing super far down and lower. And they're just going to... Yeah, no, the med is super far out. Just going to hedge your bets here. Get out. Yes. Keeping players healthy. Do not eat a direct challenge. Okay. Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah, he fed. Biggest feat of his life there. That will likely cost him a round since he's not going to be on Engineer here. Ko is banned on Engineer. They cannot have a gun. I don't know what he thought he would get there. I could not tell you once. But nothing to parry these players here. Ooh, big pick from Ryzen is going to slow them down a lot. Do not die here, Ryzen. But he gets another pick instead. No, he's not dying. No. He is dying, but he got 2 picks for it. Big stuff. See Tax pushing up here. Alright. Bit of a fight happening on the right here. Tax very close to finding a pick there, but no soldier close with him, as I'm sure he would like Ko losing the SVS, and you cannot peek that. I'd want to see Fuzzy playing close to this left, as he is doing. Again, a Highlander player, not someone who's going to die to Sniper and Spy easily, especially for this division. One of the strongest players. Is he going to be able to... Yes, he does! He finds a scout pick on the right, despite not having a soldier with him. And brilliant stuff That's a big pick. Galumfer going for a sack here. Oh, there's the drop! The drop! Oh my god! What you're watching here is amazing. But they need to make sure that, yes, as I told them, they don't need to rush this. They don't need to go for it immediately. Great calls from Tax. That gun going down is fine. Does he have any crits? I don't think so. So probably better off on Scout here, but get another gun up. You are bad! You don't need to be on Sniper. You don't need to be on Entry. You don't need to be on Heavy. You need to push out. Instead, he's going to be whacking his gun with his wrench, as a true engineer does. We all know Scuttle loves Engineer more than he loves anything else in this world. And so he's just going to stick on it for a little while longer, even though they're clearing everything. They see everyone in front. Unfortunately, he is forced to switch off of Engineer. I'm sure he's not happy about that one. You can almost see the smile go off his face when he has to switch off of Engineer. It's so sad. Ko gets immediately killed by a trap, and without a scout, Tax is going to get bombed. Good play to force them by TT. And, yeah. 3 deaths, though. They're not going to be able to take this ad very soon. But it's still this ad. It's this ad. It's this ad. It's this ad. It's this ad. They have to know it's this ad. Do not push up. Those players have spawned now. You are way too aggressive. Okay, a good team would have their scout with their combo here and be taking it right into them with this ad. And that's what they're going to do. You need to get out here, Tax. Amazing arrow, I think, to save Tax. And he's just going to try and kill himself again. You need to get out. It's this ad. They forced the med. Again, terrible commentary, but Neil has been forced, and it's a leapfrog situation now that they don't have Uber. Tax is deciding to back up because he's a very reasonable player. When they do have Uber, you aggress into them until they don't anymore. That's simply how it works, and his grand plan is working. They're going to try and take it into them. They don't even have yet, but do not drop anyone here and you're good. Yes, you're great, in fact. This is super successful. You need to clear up these players on second. You are going to drop players if your med is not there. And your scout... Ooh, great stuff from Tax. But you need to clear these players on second right now. You need to get onto the high ground. But instead, they're going to mid. No. Oh, Tax trying to cut him off. But Fuzzy should not be following him on that. Go into Saw. Do not be on mid alone. Okay. This is concerning, but they are doing it nonetheless. There's going to be a slight ad here since Fuzzy was just out on mid alone. Could have been bigger, but no, he needs to send some arrows out here. These soldiers need to be healthy, not just less hurt. Alright, 200, no more for Galumfer. He's very sad about that. Looking back, saying, please, please. But he won't be getting it and dies to a trap because he's not buffed. You should not be baiting your team. Walk in. Yes, walk into them. Okay. Tax is hesitating, not trusting Fuzzy as he should, and this Uber's going to be completely and utterly useless. Ko, you are not healthy enough to fight a whole team by yourself. And instead he... okay. Yeah, no, he's fine. Tax feeding. That's just a feed. Ko also feeding. That's just a feed. What are you doing, brother? And, the combo feeding. Oh, no. One at a time. Tax. Ko. And then Scuttle tries his very best, but I'm sure it's called back. And Fuzzy just follows Scuttle. Scuttle, I'm not sure what he's doing. What he's looking at. His crosshair placement is not optimal. He needs to get forward, be in front of all of his players here. He's his only scout. This point is already capped, buddy. Staring at the floor here. Get in the lobby. Get some vision. See the soldier top right. Make sure they don't have a gun up, because this gun is going to be a problem. Scuttle could very easily just run here. Be like, oop, they have a gun. We're going to spam that. Take 2 soldiers lower and your med. Make sure they don't die, because if you don't have your med here, you're taking a lot of damage that you're not going to be able to heal. But they take an Uber in. Tax does not get focused when he is on flash, and it's going to live. They're shooting Fuzzy a lot, and That's a lag spike. Okay, 3 down here on the side of 90 hertz. And they're out. Very good stuff. That is ad again. Not massive, but it is something. Opting to play passive on mid here. That's good. But you do need to hold space here. You cannot let them in. Right now, someone could just walk in here. Walk all the way up here. Jump here. Do some parkour. All for free. So yeah, they need... That trap is gonna... Okay, Tax. Instead, marching back and forth. Patrolling this area. A very common place for enemies to spawn. I'm sure he's thinking he is the main caller after all. I'm only poking fun. He knows they're not going to commit. It would be dumb for them to do so. It's ad here. They're going to try and take this slight ad. That's the wrong door. You take it like here, where their combo is. But instead they walk through a doorway that they don't need to, and Tax is going to feed as well. Whoopsie doodle doo. Rutro. Get out, buddy. Get out. Yeah. Alright. Buzzy's going to get out even again. Galumfer does not like having Uber. Oh! Oh, right. It's over. What happens? I'm going to talk to them. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good fucking shit. This is entertaining.
It's so hard playing with TFGA, just fucking I was.
You were doing great this time, Ko. You were just I've like generally no comments. There was one time on last where Tax decided dying is the option, then Ko decided dying is the option, then Scuttle tried his very best. It was just a single feed, one at a time. Just a little coordination there from Tax is necessary.
No, it was very coordinated. It's just my teammates baited me.
So Tax, you said I'm on last, not go last.
What happened? What I heard. Here's from my POV. Right. I didn't know that if we won, it would win the game because I thought, well, it's 3-3. Why would one round count?
It doesn't matter. You just play to win anyway.
Play to win.
I know, but I'm playing to win in that scenario of. Me and Med are in second. We can't see you guys through the wall.
We also have 2 minutes left.
Okay,
We can't
stop.
see
No. You need to Tax. You need to make it very clear that you're in lobby before you make it clear you're in last. Your team clearly did not know that. Ko slightly knew it and then went in and died after you. As soon as you died there, you say, never mind, live here. Ko wasn't with his Med at all and walked in anyway because apparently, as far as I could tell, you were really urging your team to get in, which caused them to not be coordinated. Even if you can't coordinate yourself, the play would have been better if the rest of if all 5 of your teammates turned into Froyotech in terms of coordination, you would have won that anyway, even though you fed. But it just needs to be like, firstly, if you do die, you need to take it player by player and say, okay, we're not gonna push in, or we group up and then push in or something. And if you, but what you want to do is make it so that your players are in front of you. Like, that's actually the biggest thing I noticed. You guys were playing very well, all of you. There was just a few situations. Tax, you were playing really well. You definitely won your team the game in some ways, but you just need to have a player in front of you when pushing.
My game crashed. Hold on.
I just want to I just because I'm curious because I knew we had 2 minutes left, right? But like, just from my POV, and I think Fuzzy was the exact same, maybe. Because
it's fine. Whatever.
It's fine. Like that doesn't matter. Both of you were doing stuff wrong. Like a very good player in your situation would have known to say, "Hey, where's my demo? He's not with my med. Where's my combo scout? He's not with my med." And especially for Fuzzy to say, "Hey guys, what the fuck are you doing?" But yeah, you were just a better team.
Shit, let's play.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Alright.
Good luck.
No matter what, I love you. Bye, Finn.
Just
What do you wanna do
stop
on
being
mid?
so gay, man. Okay. Taking a good look at this scoreboard. I'm sure you are. I unfortunately don't get to see logs. They're going to ready up very soon here. A big problem they had there was Neil getting forced in terms of that stat. Neil was getting forced even when they were winning fights, so I predict them to focus a little more on med protection. Got Lamphere timed out. I think we have a couple minutes till the ready ups happen, so I'll explain what I think each team should be doing. They need to focus on med protection a little more. That's that. They need to, in general, their players are kind of single-feeding. They're not playing as coordinated. They're not, like, focusing on what the enemy is doing as much. And it's resulting in 90 Hertz being able to get away with murder in terms of plays they're going for. And they're not doing them even particularly coordinated. It's just they're losing DM fights. They're not the team they were when they were winning Gully and winning Snake. In terms of 90 Hertz, Tax, again, is still a little bit too aggressive. He doesn't know how the combo works fully. He walks in before his scout does. And it results in situations where his team and he doesn't know where each other are. So, yeah. Okay, sending in a double bomb here. You can tell because their med is top left. I'm sure that knows that. They're going to bait their med pretty hard on Cat here. Okay, they're not bombing yet. So they were faking them out a little. Watch out, that Demo and Soldier die! Watch out for the bombs here. Fuzzy dies. That's fine. They just need to chase here. Neil is completely caught in. Dies. Focus on the scout. Yes, and then you're gonna push forward. Chasing on the second here, hopefully. Yeah, just one. Okay, you already capped, actually. They had a lot of cap time on that mid, clearly. They wanna catch this scout. No, they don't wanna catch this scout. That would be too good. No ad here. Fuzzy's not spawning with someone who has a thing to build with, so 0 ad. That's unfortunate, but it wouldn't have been much ad anyway. Yeah, I've explained this to them. They know, but they just didn't focus on med protection quite enough there. Scuttle in general, I think I should have said this to them, but I didn't. I think Scuttle needs to play a little more on mids. Not to kill enemy players, but to defend his players, since it's kind of the specialty of a scout in many ways. You see a gun coming up here, same exact spot. This team loves this gun spot, as Scuttle loves this gun spot, where this dispenser is currently. This is a fairly easy one to spam, though, so I don't know how they're going to do this. Yeah, if you just get some good damage on the soldier, maybe some coordinated spam, you could send both soldiers right here and spam this pretty easily. Or you could take it lower. They have their beam lower buffing a soldier. But they're not going to do anything. There's a sniper as well, because it's dead even here, and Neil playing in the anti-sniper spot over here. Also playing to buff these players so you can't spam the gun. It's a good spot. But it does leave a little bit of desired on the right, and that's what I mean. Demo dies because they don't have enough here, and they just immediately take an Uber. Do not drop your paw! Okay. Ko is out because he saw he was about to get dropped. Good by him. And not being able to do anything with that. It's... Oh! Neil is hurt. Ko... the Fed! They didn't have a soldier bomb in. They didn't have any space to work off of. And they walked in without having any space and died. Rookie mistake there. Unfortunate stuff. Okay, I'm gonna watch Neil this time so I don't miss some insane no-clip through the map and then bomb on the med play. Like that's been clearly happening every other time. It's even here on second. No big advantage to be seen. Both teams are just building it out. They clearly think it's even as well, so just gonna see Sax here. A sniper coming up. That's, yeah, I expect more snipers in situations like these, but we haven't been seeing them. This is the opportunity. I hope Fuzzy is aware of this, and he seems to be. Again, not an easy med to kill with the sniper or the spies. And he's reflecting this. He's turning around. He's making sure he's in a good position. No sniper is going to spot you, but if you are doing this, a sniper is going to spot you, as Tax finds out in the worst possible way. No soldier watching Saw means that they are going to be able to get in fairly for free, but a bomb here massive nuke from nuking it. And then he... oh no! Oh! Ryzen gonna focus on Neil here and gets the force. Oh, but the sniper's going big. Ko, do not feed, just get out. Yes! No! Oh, barely. Barely on the very edge. And TASBot is TAS cheating, as we can see here. He knew what was going to happen beforehand, programmed his inputs. He knows exactly what frame rule we're on at any given time, and he's going to try and see through this gap. Does Fuzzy peek it? Answer's going to be probably yes. Okay. One player saw. You could probably shove on this player if you want to, but they don't have coordination in terms of positioning. Fuzzy's still in lobby while Demo's already pushed out. And it's a trade soldier for soldier. Galumper and Rick Zarlin. That was the saw side player. Galumper clearly tried to push this. Didn't have a player with him. You might want to see Scuttle going for that because he was a little bit over here. But not coordination from Galumper and Scuttle there. Means it's just a trade. Nothing to be found. It's been disad actually for 90 Hertz, but they're playing like it's even because they think it's even, and now it is even. That was a 35 disad or so. Big high bomb from Ryzen, leaving him very low. Let's not be dying here. Okay, solo Uber. Nope. Yes, on the demo. That scout feeding a little tiny little baby bit for a soldier. Pocket scout for soldier is not a great trade in terms of Ubers. That would have been something to work their sniper, but their sniper was playing window, which you are not going to see anything if the med is playing over here. So, not a great positioning from TASBot. And Scuttle, again, they're going through kitchen far too much. I noticed this with Tax. He loves calling kitchen plays, and then he doesn't play them correctly, and he does them way too much. You can walk through lower far easier there. Fading onto the soldier here. And Fuzzy dies. Unfortunate. Is this... It's a best of one. Oh no. Disad on last year. Engineer coming up. Hopefully gonna see... yeah, we're gonna see a heavy. Don't die here. Yes. Okay, he escapes to spawn. Being able to... Yeah, force them on point. Unfortunately, not going to live. And they're finding good picks. Dropping on the low ground, though, is unadvisable. Scuttle, great job playing on point there. Gonna live on 40 health. And excellent defense, but they know who's alive. They know there's no sniper dead in the kill feed. There's gonna be a sniper here. No way, Jose. He's going for it. They did not clear drop down. They were specifically advised to clear. And he's not going for it. Ooh. He knew he couldn't get it. That was a smart play. He did not have enough time. It's a 4-second last cap, I believe. If not 3.6 on 1 times. Nice shot! Just finding a nice trade there. If he can hit shots like that, he probably could have walked up to the med and done the same thing. But he decides it's the soldier he wants. Very good close range shots. The Det doesn't get anything. Very unfortunate. He doesn't like to wait for the meds. Strange diplomat. It's... just unfortunate timings on these stickies. That's something they could have gained from watching a demo of 90 Hertz. They know Ko is not very good at clearing these doorways of stickies. He's not going to see these stickies. No, he does. Brilliant stuff. Okay, you're just standing there, guys. Come on. Yeah, just go. Just go. Yes. Yes. No. No. Aw. Okay, yeah, they were trying to take their ad. They failed. Ripping up here. Leaving no door unwatched apart from lower, but that's totally not important. Again, there's nobody watching lower. Just apart from a little bit from Ko. TT sees this, takes note of it in his mind, and is crafting something beautiful here. I'm sure their med gets forced. Neil on 40 health wisely forces to, I assume, random spam. Galumfer looking for a pick here. Very big if he could find that, but he doesn't. Ryzen. I think Ryzen actually Why is Galumper doing that? They now no longer have someone watching the flank. They're guaranteed to have to use because of the soldier. Great force from Fuzzy, not dropping, not giving them any scraps in terms of plays here. They need to kill the soldier though. They cannot let these two soldiers live. One is just sitting lower. Brilliant from Ko. Great spot. And they're high bombing the med. Unable to find anything. Fuzzy needs to go, bait his team, and get a pack. Yes. Brilliant. His team needs to back up to him because he called that he was going to grab a pack. But he probably didn't. He hopefully did. Great arrow on the attacks. And they're going to balance it out here. Big ad. They don't need to take it fast, but they do. Finding the demo pick. Go to last with your team. Go to last with your team. Go. You win this right now. Do not die here, Scuttle. Yes. 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 90 Hertz is your winner. Playoffs round 1. The closest match of playoffs probably you will ever see. That was some brilliant TF2 at the end there. Back and forth. It's a good match for everyone. All 0 people watching right now. And I'm sure there's a lot to be learned from both sides on this team. Yeah. Good luck to 90 Hertz in the rest of playoffs. I will be casting their future matches in all likelihood. Casting in terms of this is just a shitty demo review. Hello, one of the 90 Hertz players if you're watching. I love all of you and one of you more than all of the rest of you. Thank you.